about 7 minutes after the top of the hour right here on Penn's Peak Radio, where Rock and Country collide, and we throw a little bit of in-between stuff as well. Very, very, very excited to have a band back that these guys have been here several times, planning on making a bop into the station here on Friday as well. But we're so excited to actually have them on the phone. Looking forward to hearing a little bit more about this band who've become friends of ours here at PPR. The whole gang from Jessie's Girls on the phone. Hey, guys.
Hey.
Wow, that was really loud. Hey, how you guys doing? And I guess you're excited about coming back to the Penn's Peak venue, huh?
Yes. We're in North Carolina right now near Chapel Hill playing for some people. So we're looking forward to traveling back uptown, back to the East Coast, and back to Pennsylvania.
Nice. That sounds like a fine plan. Now, you guys are going to end up being here on Friday night. You guys will be rolling in sometime in the afternoon. Very excited about seeing you guys. And you're hoping to swing by the studios and also give a live little chat on Friday afternoon.
Yes, we are.
Perfect.
We are loud and we are excited.
Awesome. I can tell all of you are in like a room. There's a little bit of echo, but you're all together in there. And you guys always
We're in a conference room at a beautiful hotel in North Carolina. And this is probably our busiest week as a band. We have 6 shows in 9 days.
Wow.
And I think in 3 or 4 states.
Yeah.
We're all over the place, but we're looking forward to coming home to Penn's Peak.
Awesome.
We love it there.
We're actually surrounded by rich mahogany. Leather-bound books. It is a very nice room.
Well, we're looking forward to you guys. We're looking forward to definitely you guys being here as well. Listen, just in case there's some folks who are a little unsure of what the whole back to the 80s with Jessie's Girl kind of comes from, I thought maybe it would be fun for you guys to kind of go back in time a little bit and get us up to date on how you guys all got together and how you ended up doing the whole 80s scheme with the Jessie's Girl name and all that kind of stuff.
Well, we can start with the name. The name is actually, it came from our manager, and he wanted something that we would be appealing to people for the 80s, but also have a little bit of sexiness, because we're a little sexy over here. So Jessie's Girl, we want everyone to look at Jenna and say, wow, that is Jessie's Girl.
Yeah, I wear my spandex for that reason.
We want to show as much of the Jessie's Girl thing as possible. So Jenna takes a bullet for us on that.
Yeah.
Okay. And you
We're coming up on our 4-year anniversary this fall, and I think the 4-year anniversary since we've started playing Penn's Peak. I think our first Penn's Peak gig was in November of 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Not wrong.
Even if you are, no one else is going to know.
Yeah.
But he's
it was probably one of the first really big stages we played. We have a gig we do every week in New York City, as everyone knows, on Saturday nights, and then we branch out on Fridays to these larger venues sort of surrounding the tri-state area. But the Penn's Peak was sort of the farthest and the largest room we've played, and it's been sort of our foothold out in the Poconos area, and it's been great for us.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, but did you guys know each other prior to the accumulation of the band? Did you come in from different places? Like, how did that all happen?
Well, I was doing this kind of with a group of other people, and I'm Eric. I'm the guitar player.
Okay.
And you can tell from my New York accent that I'm a native New Yorker from Queens.
New Yorker.
Let's have some coffee. And I wanted to get it to be bigger and better. So I just love I found that the music from the 80s was more anthemic, it was bigger, it was more colorful, and it was a lot of fun. And I've been playing guitar since I've been a little kid, and I was really serious, like trying to make it in a band I got a little older and I gave up on making it, but I still wanted to play guitar. So when I put this band together, I wanted to just have fun.
Right.
It wasn't meant to make money, it wasn't meant to be a career, it was meant to be fun. Something to do on the weekends. I had a kid. And then I
I found this group of people. I was playing with the drummer, the bass player, the keyboard player, Sky, Mike.
Yeah, Eric, Drew, Mike, and we've been playing together on the circuit for like 20-something years, and they're forming this band. I was playing with them. I'm Sky. I was playing with them with this 80s band, and then we went up the ante. So we got three of the best singers in New York City, Jenna, Chris, and Mark, and this thing just took off. I think the chemistry of the band, the material we play, and the vibe we have with the crowd has just escalated us to a point where no other 80s band is really doing what we're doing, and we feel very lucky to have this, because we kind of stumbled upon it, but it really is working.
Now, are you guys... Are you...
It happened right in front of you guys.
I know we're bringing cannons and fog on Friday.
Oh boy.
New toys. We don't tell you what they are, but we have...
Lasers and sharks and lasers.
Exactly. The visual show that we're bringing in Friday, we always try to up the ante every time we come there with new material, and we do have some new material, but I'm not going to tell you what it is.
Okay.
We also are bringing... I definitely have been working on some stage stuff, so we are looking to bring some like true 80s visuals to this that no one has seen at Penn State with us. So definitely want to come out for this show.
Okay. That's awesome, and it's something good that people can look forward to. Are you finding your audience is a specific age bracket, or is it spanning, like, are you finding that there's kids in it that, were nowhere near even being around in the 80s, and older people, or is it pretty much a set bracket of age?
No, it's really kind of widened. I mean, initially the people who were going to be drawn to this music are in their 40s and 50s because they grew up on the music, but we've, with our weekly residency in New York, we've been playing to a younger college audience, like the 20-somethings, 30-somethings are there every weekend. Mm-hmm. And, yeah,
So we just did. The kids were at, and they were digging it, too.
Yeah. The short answer is it depends on what time we're playing.
And what night of the week.
All ages, though. All ages.
At midnight, it tends to be a little younger, but when we play at Penn's Peak, it's multi-generational. So we'll see people that are in their 40s or 50s, but then they're bringing their teenagers and tweens with them, and they seem to be having a great time too.
And then when we play our outdoor shows for, county fairs and parks, we found Jenna especially, like little kids love her. Like little girls, they're like 12-year-old girls, 8-year-old girls are like,
they want to be her.
They want to be her.
It's really cute. We just did a show in New Jersey, and there were like 3 little girls that ran up to me and gave me a hug, and they said this is their first concert ever.
Aww.
It was really cute, yeah. So it's all ages. It really just, like Mark said, it really depends on the time we play and the venue. Also, yeah.
Now, when you guys are performing music, you guys aren't writing anything new, or is there any chance of you branching off and doing something along that line where you're actually branching off into doing something more new, or are you just pretty much focusing on the fact that it's all about the 80s?
Well, I wrote this song called Don't Stop Believing, which people seem to really like.
I swear it's going to be a hit.
It's going to be a hit. They all seem to know the words for some reason. The truth of the matter is that we play songs as they were written, and we add our own energy to them, and we don't fight because there's no writing involved. We get along wonderfully, and that's probably the blessing of this band. If it is an 80s, we don't have to worry about writing and who does what. It's just it works. Go ahead, Eric.
We got some ideas in the works that we can't really fill you in on.
Okay.
But there's some things that we're going to do as a band that would be
Original.
somewhat to bring a new spark and to bring something more fun back into the music industry.
But that's classified.
It's classified information. I have to kill you if I talked about it.
Oh.
Don't want that.
And all your listeners.
That would be a lousy way of returning the favor.
Yeah, you wouldn't be invited to the station if you did that ever again. I think you would kind of undo your invitation.
Maybe.
Okay, no death.
No death.
Take that from the list.
Cake, not death.
Cake, not death.
Cake, not death. Free cake.
Well, actually, that kind of spoils one of my questions. I was going to say to you guys, I mean, you're doing this for 4 years now, and granted, there is a lot of great 80s music out there or whatever, but my question was going to be, how are you planning, and how are you working on keeping it fresh? Because you know the audience that comes out, you know, they're going to know. Obviously, they're going to probably know the music, but how do you get those people as a return audience to come back and not go, "Oh, we saw that band, their '80s music. Let's go do something different." How are you enticing people to come back?
Well, I think it's important to change the set list a lot and make sure that people hear different songs. So if we're playing, the same venue that we played maybe last month or a month before, we want to make sure that they're coming and hearing a different show.
Okay.
And we like to keep it fresh. I mean, in the 80s, there was so much music.
Right.
Obviously, you have the rock stuff. You have more of the one-hit wonders, the Cyndi Laupers, there's just so many different types of songs in the 80s.
But we have to keep certain songs in the set because it's kind of like, you go out to see, I'm a Rush fan. You got to hear Tom Sawyer. You have to hear some of the hits. So people go out to see us. They want to see some of the songs like Don't Stop Believing and Video Killer Radio Star. But other than that, we do try to break. Every time we come back, we try to do some more of our set. And we get to work on material every week at in LPRs in New York City. So we kind of see what people respond to, and we know what to bring out there.
Mm-hmm.
We also we've been playing together for so long now and so much that as an 80s band, this is like a real band. Like, I feel like I'm in a real rock and roll band, and you're going to get the same people. We're going to bring you a show that's a better quality because we all do know each other and the chemistry is so good. And then by doing that, we can evolve the show part with, put in some fog cannons and stuff to make it extra awesome. But the quality of music that you're going to get is going to be on a high level because it's such a solid crew.
Well, the other thing that we look at this show is, because we've been playing together so long, we try to think of it more as a party where we get together and everyone celebrates together. So it's just like, even though we have the same birthday party every year and it's the same people and the same friends, the party's still fun.
Right.
When you love everybody and you're sharing it, that's the part of it for me.
And we've had a lot of birthdays.
Time flies, man.
So when you guys are stepping out on stage, and I know you have a play set and all that kind of stuff. I mean, some bands are very restricted about it. They're like, nope, we play these songs only, blah, 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 and we're going to do it this way or whatever. Is that your format, or do you find that if the night's kind of maybe going in a different direction or people want to hear something different, do you change it up? Or, how do you guys feel about the whole playlist set, and how strict are you about it?
Well, we have a lot of costume changes, right? So it's not so much that we're just unable to play other songs, but sometimes we have to just be sensitive to the fact that the set list is structured in such a way that allows Jenna and Chris and I to, take our clothes off and get back on within 2 minutes while we're singing backup vocals from backstage. Yeah, there's certainly times where we will call audibles where it seems like, this crowd seems to like this more than that. But at this point, we've been at Penn Peak so many times, we tend to know, Penn Peak likes it when we rock hard. So we play a more aggressive set when we play at Penn Peak than say that we normally would do on our Saturday night show, which is sometimes more sort of pop focused, or sometimes we're playing private parties. We have to sort of tone it down a little bit for the first hour or so. But so far we've never had a problem so far, at least at Penn Peak, of losing the room. The crowd, generally the audience has been getting bigger and bigger every time we play there. So I think we're doing that part right.
Well, the reason with the costumes, we can't have Chris dressed up like David Lee Roth and then go, hey, let's do The Cure next.
True.
If something don't work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that would.
We'll come out in his underwear if you provoke him. And we're not joking about that.
I mean, the actual structure of the show is we know what works, and we will introduce certain types of songs at certain parts of the show so that it kind of builds the energy. And by the end of the show, everybody is always on board. Even if we start with the corporate crowd, sometimes we'll get people very reserved. By the end of the show, if we do corporate parties, they're all screaming and jumping up and down like everybody else. It's formulaic, but it's like structured chaos, if you will.
Structured chaos, like that. That's how metal band name would be, Structured Chaos.
Nice. Now, I know you guys said... you have something and you can't really let the cat out of the bag, so to speak, but is there something that you can kind of pass on for your fans of what they can look forward to in the future from Jessie's Girl? Is there anything you can kind of wink, wink, nudge, nudge give us?
Oh, yes. We are doing a cruise in February.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
It's the 80s Cruise, and we have a website, Teresa? 80s Cruise? 80scruise.com.
The 80s Cruise.
Oh, there we go. Jenna corrected us. It's the 80s with the number 80S.
And I got to tell you how excited I am, this is Eric personally, that Cheap Trick is playing on this.
Belinda Carlisle.
Berlin.
Romantics.
The Romantics. Howard Jones.
Debbie Gibson.
Debbie Gibson.
Tiffany will be there.
Tiffany will be hanging.
We always hang out
Maybe
with
they'll wrestle.
And we went on the cruise. We went on the cruise last year. And we had so much fun on this cruise. And the best little anecdote about the cruise was that 5 days into a week-long cruise, they ran out of alcohol.
It makes people drink, by the way. That's one of the things this band does, is it makes people want to party, and the cruise ran out of alcohol. And by the way, if your listeners do go to this cruise website, we have a code Jessie, Jessie, which will give them a nice discount on their cabin, and also let them do a meet and greet with us on the ship. It's a kind of exclusive feature, but it's for our fans who book this cruise.
Wow.
To Mexico.
It's the best. This cruise is really fun.
The cruise was out, and you get to go on the cruise and literally have breakfast. I was at the breakfast line. I was like saying hello to the lead singer from Jefferson Starship. I was like, "Hey, Marty, how's it going?" He's like, "All right." I was like, "It's like you get to mingle with all your stars, and I'm gonna get to mingle with Cheap Trick." I'm so excited.
Nice.
I really am. You are.
Well, let me ask you this then.
I don't know if you knew, but since the last time we played, we got to play the theater at Madison Square Garden.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Not just play, we headlined it, and we had 8 major 80s artists join us, including Dee Snider, DMC, Debbie Gibson, Tiffany, Mike Score, Howard Jones,
Wow.
Tone Loc, and Lou Graham from Foreigner, the voice of Foreigner.
And
They all joined us on stage. We had a big 80s concert, 2.5 hours long in Madison Square Garden.
that was a highlight, and I don't know, things just seem to always be rolling in the right direction, and
We're very lucky.
but it's an honor. Like I got to play with my heroes, some of my heroes, and it was.
That's pretty cool. That's awesome. So, you guys, how can people be in touch? I mean, is it a website the best way? Is it social media? How do you guys handle some of that stuff?
Yeah, our website is www.jessiesgirlnyc.com. You can follow us on Instagram at jessiesgirlnyc, and the same goes for Twitter and all of that. So,
Okay.
Facebook is facebook.com/jessiesgirlnyc as well.
And that's where they can also get some information about this cruise, or at least get pointed in the right direction?
Yeah, all of our schedule's on there, the cruise information's on there. Instagram will post, a bunch of different stuff.
Uh-huh.
Mainly the website for all of that information.
Awesome. And when's the cruise next year sometime?
What?
February.
In February? Okay. And where's it going?
We're doing 6 shows on that cruise, by the way. We're actually doing 6 shows. I think most of them are going to be out by the pool, so it's a great party.
Is it going to have a destination, or is it just floating around the ocean?
Bunch of Caribbean islands.
Go to Mexico.
Okay.
Mexico, Jamaica,
Oh, nice. Okay.
Rita.
All right. There you go.
I think we should probably do that.
We're going to do that.
Might as well, right?
Great. Awesome. So you guys are excited about coming to Penn's Peak, and, people are looking forward to seeing you. You mentioned about some new effects and some new things going on. So if people have seen the show here in the past, they can expect to see some new and more and exciting stuff with this show coming up Friday night.
Always.
Yes.
Always.
Yes.
New and exciting.
We also want to thank, publicly on the radio, that the crew at Penn's Peak, from hospitality to technicians to everybody there, is top notch. We play all over the country, and they treat us better there than almost anybody else.
Yeah, a great big shout out to Dale, who always takes care of us, and David Lewandowski. He's a local photographer, and he's out there putting up posters for us and cards. And without Dave, we wouldn't really have a big audience. Just so thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave. Gotta give you a shout out, Dave.
Nice. Nice. Well, I'll make sure that they're well aware that you guys appreciate their efforts, and I know they really do try to make everybody feel welcome here in this venue, and in the area. Nice job.
You guys are class act over there, let me tell you.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate it. Well, listen, I don't want to hold you guys up too much longer. I know you guys said you got about 20 minutes or so, but looking forward to seeing you again. So awesome. And we're looking forward for you guys also to swing by the studio, give us any last-minute tidbits and stuff. Remember, we'll hit back on that cruise again when you guys are here on Friday, but you guys will be rocking the house with some great 80s music Friday night. We've already given a couple sets of tickets away. We're going to give some more away in about an hour. But, hey, man, best of luck with what you have left in your schedule and safe travels to get here, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Well, is there anything else you guys want to throw out there before I cut you guys loose?
That sums it up.
All right. Perfect. Hey, listen, thanks so much for checking in. I'm glad to have the opportunity to talk to all of you, Eric, Sky, Jenna, and the guys. Thanks so much for taking some time out of your crazy schedule. I know it's busy for you, but we're looking forward to seeing you here in the studios live sometime around 4-ish or whenever you guys can get over here on Friday during Katie's 80s Overload show. And then again, the concert Friday night.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, listen, take care, and we'll talk to you soon. And
Bye.
safe travels. And there you go. That's the entire crew from Jessie's Girl.